Listen, I'm just here to say that Manchester United have a star on their hands. And it's a star that they should prioritize building the team around, making sure he's got the right players around him, playing to this player's strengths, because this player's ceiling is sky high. And that player is Amad Diallo, because this performance, I'm here to dissect it. I'm here to break it down. I'm here to tell you guys the things that you probably didn't see, but I saw them. And I want to break them down because it was a special performance. It was a powerhouse of a display. It was dominant. It was a player making a statement. That's the best way to put it. Amad Diallo. He made a statement with that performance to Manchester United fans, to Erik Ten Hag, most importantly. That right wing position is mine for the foreseeable future. Manchester United secure a 3-0 victory against newly promoted Southampton. But it wouldn't have been as comfortable as it was if it wasn't for this magical display by Amad Diallo. And I'm here to break it down. But if you're new, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit the like. Make sure to let me know what you think in the comments. Let's get into it. Now, there are 3 key areas that I want to focus on when decoding this Amad Diallo performance. And these 3 things, these 3 aspects, these 3 traits, they're all connected with one another. And when you can connect them and do them on a consistent basis, you become one of the most effective of players. You become one of the most efficient of players. And that's the best way to summarize that Amad Diallo performance. And these 3 things are connected with one another. IQ, decision making, and passing. Let's look at the first example. Amad Diallo receives the ball in Southampton's half. Now, just look at the photo. How many times have you seen players receive the ball in that area, and the first thing they do, their first touch, is just to kick it down the line. Kick it down the line. Attack the space. You might come up against the centre half that matches you for pace. You lose the ball. You might overhit it and it goes out for a goal kick. The thing I love about what Amad done in this one piece of moment is he knows the space is to my left. Look at all that green space to my left. I now need to cut in to open out the pitch, to make the pass easier for myself, to see my teammates that are making the run. But in order for me to do that, I need to slow down the opposition. I need to slow down myself. Because Amad could have easily gone 0 to 100, kick it down the line. Charges forwards. This little turn, you can see it. Now that he receives the ball, his body is facing play. It's on his favoured left foot, and he can see the whole pitch ahead of him. That little turn, reading the room, reading the game, knowing I need to slow the game down by 1-2 seconds, is what allowed Bruno the opportunity to bomb forward and get into that dangerous area. And it all comes from Amad Diallo. Now let's look at another example, a different example, an example where he's coming up against a team that's in their defensive shape. Amad Diallo in a central area. It shows his versatility, how he can have an impact out wide, but he can also have an impact in a central area. He receives the ball in a central area. Now he's got 2 options that he can make. 2 passing angles available to him. He can either give it to Zirkzee and Bruno, who are down his left-hand side, asking for the ball. Or he can give it to a Marcus Rashford that's attacking the space, running in behind. Now there's only one right answer to this. Passing it to Zirkzee down the left-hand side. It's the safer pass, but Zirkzee is now in a position where he still needs to beat his man to create a shooting angle for himself. So why not put the pass into where my teammate, Marcus Rashford, is already attacking? Because if I put the pass in the right place at the right time, all Marcus Rashford has to do is take a touch and shoot. Now, this can't be said if he was to pass the ball to the left-hand side to Zirkzee. Because Zirkzee would have to control the ball, but then most importantly, beat his man and then create a shooting angle for himself. He makes the pass to Marcus Rashford. 1 touch to put the ball into his path. 1v1 with the goalkeeper. On another day, it's a goal. But it comes from just amazing decision making to know this was the right pass because it puts my teammate in a better position to score a goal. And finally, let's look at the assist. Amad Diallo receives the ball out wide. Now, remember this is something very important. Sometimes the easier option in football is not the safest. Amad receives the ball out wide. Now, what is the easier option? The option that the majority of players would do. Just put the ball back into the box. I've got 4 or 5 of my teammates in there. Just put it back. It's the easier option, but is it the safest? When your teammates are outnumbered by the opposition in the penalty box. Amad Diallo always weighs his options. Which is the safest? Which one increases our chances of scoring a goal, of getting a shot on goal? That cross into the box and get cleared. That cross into the box might not even reach his teammates. Manchester United might not even get a shot on goal. Amad Diallo weighs his options. He knows, to my right, I've got a teammate. I'm marked. The closest opposition player is 6 yards away. Let me put the ball into his path where all he has to do is get a strike on goal. And that's exactly what happened. He gave the ball to Marcus Rashford when so many other players would put the cross into the box. Marcus Rashford got the ball out of his feet, 2-0. Why was Amad involved? Why was Amad running the show for Manchester United at times? It's because it felt to me like he's beginning to build chemistry with his teammates out there. And you build chemistry from playing with one another on a consistent basis. Understanding one another's game. Understanding one another's strengths and weaknesses. And the one player that I can see he's building chemistry with is Bruno Fernandes. Now, Bruno Fernandes is Manchester United's orchestrator in central areas. Amad Diallo passed the ball to Bruno Fernandes 13 times. But Bruno Fernandes also passed the ball to Amad Diallo 13 times. That's 26 sequences between the two. Bruno Fernandes knows which areas of the pitch Amad Diallo wants the ball, where he is most effective. He looks for his teammates, and it's a benefit. Why? Because Manchester United begin to play as a team. The players look for one another. They spread the game out. They spread their passes out, and it was beneficial for everybody as Manchester United won 3-0. But anyways, if you're new, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit the like. But make sure to let me know what you think of Amad's performance and Manchester United as a whole. And I will catch you guys on another one.